I'm Son of Two Dog with my Chair 2, Zach. We're in round 3 here. 2 rounds straight for, looks to be SE. Thank you, Nadesy.
Yep.
Mr. Krabs is going to get the opening pick onto the Seo. Mr. Krabs got the first pick this round. Where do you think they should go here?
I think it looks like they want to make their way up B. TVA is kind of watching from back here. I don't know if he's made contact with Grumpy yet. The rotate is already in, so the defense has the read right here, given what the offense is presenting right now.
Does look like they're rotating away.
Yeah.
Raze has they have given completely up A. This is the perfect time for the offense to strike, even though they're down a player. But the longer they take, the more players are going to end up on A because they're already starting to make their full rotation. KO's going to get the kill on B. Viper Wall goes up on the A side.
Yep. The defense should know what's coming here. The defense was happy to play retake on A and just let them either come B into the stack or, you know, take the free site and. Oh wow, D1. Oh, this is going to be a conversion win. Wasn't noticing the way the kills were falling.
D1 gets one more kill, and Shapeboy's going to finish the round.
And get the tour de force online with the plan. That's pretty big closure to the bonus. That's going to save even more money as they're going to obviously bring the tour de force in right away. Probably drop a rifle around and play around that. Things are not looking good so far for New York here on their CT start. Down 3 early, and with this being a map that defense is kind of weaker at compared to normal maps or other maps, you know, they gotta bounce back strong here.
They gotta bounce back strong. Man, the round to do it is an Nico. Chambers should have heard some footsteps. And that's going to be a Viper Wall, so they should know what's coming here. 5 players converging onto this B site. It looks like they're going to have 3 defenders here. But they're trying to shoot through the wall with no weapons. They're not going to find anything. But a Viper gets one. But the spike does go down, so it's a 4v5. 5 players for the defenders. 3 on yellow. Nice smoke orb comes out for Viper. Mr. Krabs still playing all the way back in Snowman. He now has help with Chamber. He's going to look for the recon to start this engagement here for the bomb defuse. They're going to tag one. Jet smoke does block off some knowledge for yellow. And what a shot from the Jet. 2. Raze is going to knock down the Viper for the trade. KO flash comes out. But the Bucky with blinded gets one. And Sayo. 3 kills on that round, and only Sova remains after the bomb explodes.
Yeah, and that's a 4th in a row. Offense is looking very strong so far in this second season of TVA. It's been offensive heavy on this map. I believe we had 17 of the 24 rounds went in favor of the defense or the offense last night in the SC or the LAR AG game. So it's kind of shaping up to be a similar story here.
You want to play?
It was like a 10-2 half, and then it turned into another 10-2 half. So more than towards 20, if I didn't remember correctly.
I thought it was 8-4, 8-4, but you could be right. The second half, I have blocked it out. It does not exist.
Hey, you know, everyone has bad days. I've had worse days than you on that day.
Oh, I'm not talking even just team performance, just individual performance. Team performance is just not great. Ooh, nice shot from Shapeboy there onto somebody.
And now it's a 4v5, and Chamber's gonna back off towards that off B there. So it's gonna be a 4-man stack, 3-man stack towards A. Chambers on his way to A. This might be the way back into this round for the defenders. But the attack still hasn't commenced. And Raze is going to open up another one.
Oh my God.
But Viper's going to get a kill
Okay.
here. So it's a 3v3. Excuse me.
both Viper's pits could be brought into this round.
Viper Util comes in and the shotgun shots coming
Could be an important round, especially for the defense here, trying to get something online.
A very important round, and the offense still has yet to push, which is making question marks for the defense. But now they're commencing their attack, and Chamber's going to get one with the up, and Sova's going to get the other. So now it's down to a Viper and a 1v3, and there is an op on the map. He also got to go through a Viper pit, and Viper's going to get the kill in the Viper pit on the Viper.
Oh, Viper on Viper action here. Yeah, defense is looking really bad right now, and I'm sure still 7 rounds. I got a little bit of time to figure it out, but they need to get it together probably here if they want to put up any rounds the way it's going.
Yeah, the way it's going, it doesn't look like they're going to put up any rounds.
Right here.
But they do have the hope from like yesterday, saying 10-2 halves, 8-4 halves. Either way, they can still come back on their offensive half. They just got to get some rounds going. And Chambers going to have to be a big proponent here. And he's just going to fall off, play his life. And he TPs away, which allows the offense to get the space. And they're going to wall up. The defensive Viper still has the ult. And there's going to be a kill on A. But a return kill coming out of Satchel out with the Marshall. Nice shot by him. There's going to be a 4v4 here. One player on the offense towards A and 3 towards B. But the defense kind of has this read going. 3 towards B right now.
Teleport's ready.
Chamber's going to peek. He sees 1 yellow. And that should give a little bit more information there. Does get spotted by the Sova dart. No one's peeking yet. Still a little bit of time on the clock. Offense playing this super slow here.
Yeah, and they're starting to rotate back to A. They think that the offense is left. And Shapeboy's a nasty flank right now. It is spotted out. See if Dark is able to put it to bed and then maybe pick up that rifle. He is.
Dark gets one with the stinger. Gets stung, Chamber. 3 people commencing 12 seconds to get this bomb down. Chamber might have to come up huge here. He's spraying through the smoke. He does not get it. The bomb does go down. Dark's going to get 1. KO gets a trade. And now it's a 3v2 retake for the defense. But the offense does have better weapons at the moment. Chamber's going to pick up a rifle, so now it's an even on those 2v2. But Satchel's out in the back. And Sova ult comes out, but he's just caught out in no man's land. But Viper misses all the shots. And now it's a winnable. He just oversteps the peak, and Chamber's going to knock him down to get the defuse off as well. Satchel out with Ray's ult. That's a showstopper for you.
Didn't even need to bring it into the round, and you're right. Man, that's just kind of a crazy round there. No one really expecting that wrap around yellow by Dark, and he was able to get the kill and almost a second on the Sova. He's probably kicking himself he wasn't able to land it and keep 3 alive there. But they won the round and they stopped the 5 straight for the offense and looking to start to build up something here.
They built up something there. They still got the Viper pitch and a showstopper. And Satchwell's going to go for an aggressive peek early. Negate's looking for the ult. But he's still looking for peeks. He's going to bring out the Boombot to see if anyone's close by. But the way this offense has been playing, they've been playing very slow.
The way that he tossed that Boombot, it gained no information. Pretty much just bounced back straight into the deep part of sight. So no information gained from it really.
And Satchel out gets satcheled out. What a missed shots by the offense. Reminiscence of last round, but for the defense they had that. And Generator, Rainer's going to drop down, take some damage for it. But Sova's going to get a kill in the meanwhile.
No one's shooting a recon dart, forced D1 to drop there. It was a nice position he had if he was able to hold it for very long.
The offense is still playing this super slow. This has got to be maddening for the
30
the
seconds
defense
left.
here. Getting a pick and they're still playing it super slow.
Yeah, having scrimmed against SC, that was definitely one thing noted. They are probably the slowest team I think most of us have ever played against, and uh, just grinding down the clock. If they're planting with more than 4 seconds on the clock, they're doing something wrong.
8 seconds this time, so they're doing something wrong here. But they do get 2 picks off of it, which opens up this round for the offense all of a sudden. 3v3 after the Reyna kill. Mr. Krabs pushing from Snowman. Will they expect that KO that was up top, but he drops off. And now Reyna's spraying. They're still a showstopper.
Loosen up.
Ooh, nice shot from Satchel there.
Doesn't need a showstopper just yet. Dude, they can't. Will they check for this chamber? This chamber,
Aye.
it's a 3v1. Misses the shot, gets 2, and he finds him. Reyna doesn't get the kill.
And the time's
1v1.
well. No,
Pass the
TV's
stick.
even then didn't have
That's gonna be a
enough-
1v3 clutch for the chamber, and the Reyna's gonna fall to the bomb. The dismiss did not last long enough. That's another win for the offense. That's another win for the offense. And the defense, they had the advantage there.
Yeah, had the advantage and some nice kills on the side take. Excuse me. Some ults coming into play after a while where they weren't. Tour de Force and Viper's Pit popped. Or no, but not Viper's Pit. Empress popped, it looks like.
Mr. Krabs does get the opening kill. That's what you need when you're on the defense here. And there are 4 people just stuck in B main. And I do like this push out by Satchel out. Keeping them in B main so that you can stack the B site. Still nothing going on, but they're going to expect the person in their spawn and take out Satchel's out. Reyna with a stinger. Can she get the job done? She's going to instantly get domed by the chamber himself. And it's 3 people, and they're going back towards A. Does the offense read this to get a free plant down on B? And they're going for the plant on B, and there's just no one nearby. Shape Boy, he's going to look for this kill on Mr. Krabs, and he's going to find him. 2 players left. TDA with the chamber ult. They should go for it with him here. He misses the shot, and Chamber gets a... Mr. Shape gets away. Dark. Stuck with a frenzy in kitchen. He's going to look for something, and Jet Op is better than the Chamber Op, apparently. And Chamber's going to walk up tube and finishes Dark. It's starting to look very dark for the defense right now.
Yeah, they're just taking their time, waiting for that over-aggression from the New York Fortune. They're giving it to them, especially this last round. 2 people dying in T-spawn. Yeah, SC's having their way right now. And a great recovery off the first map, which didn't watch much, but it looked like they were definitely struggling to get anything going on offense. Or on defense, I think we ended defense.
Scanning ahead.
SC is really having their way this game, and they're playing it super slow. When you're losing and the other team is still playing this slow, this has got to be aggravating because you're just slowly dying instead of instantly being taken out. And
Yeah.
Seo, he's looking for this op shot here on Satchel out, who's playing cube, and he's gonna get taken. Satchel's out is now out of the fight. Mr. Krabs is gonna pull out his drone, and SC. They're just pushing onto the site now. This is a faster take. And Grumpy's going to open another kill on the round. Mr. Krabs going to find one. Hero they need. But Grumpy says no more hero for you. And now it's down to a 2v4. 1v4 because Grumpy. Only Mr. Grumpy. And there you go. Chamber's going to finish the round.
Yeah, they took Satchel out there, had the Sova Dart up, and no one shot it down. And so tried to reposition and just a free op shot. He knew exactly where he was going to be leaving from, and the only path he could take. Definitely he either needed to shoot the dart himself or a teammate needed to help bail him out a little bit because he was screwed there. And then the site was just, there was no way that they were going to be able to hold it at that point.
Another curious thing too is why is the defense not taking a timeout here? It's an 8-1 half. Take a timeout because you're waiting a minute for their attacks anyways. Maybe you get 2 minutes to discuss what they might be doing.
Yeah, and especially being on this eco, you can talk about your probably final gun round of the half, and it's going to be likely at 9-1 given the buy that New York is bringing in here. Looks like a Stinger playing back yellow.
And the Stinger's gonna get the stung onto the Sova. That's a good start for the defense, but Sayo on the middle of the map just finds a pick, and then Chamber's gonna find Raze. And now the yellow players now all by themselves. Viper left her pit on A, so that's gonna be out of the question. And Sova, Mr. Krabs tried to come out to help. And now Q1's gonna fall. It leaves Dark all by themselves in a 1v4 with a shorty.
They just pick up a judge, but they're not gonna swing. They're not gonna switch to it, and they pay the price. Grumpy with another, I think, second on the round.
That would be the second in the round. He had
just
3 last
dominant.
round. He's fragging all of a sudden. That's not good when you hear Grumpy starting to frag. Plus they got Sayo, JK Elliott. People who can start fragging. JK Elliott, he might not be getting frags here. I can't tell if it's 8 or 3. It's blurry on my screen, but I'm gonna assume it's 8 because I trust him. I've been told it's a 3, and then but TDA on the other side, Chamber not looking so hot with the 1 kill. He needs to kind of step up here and help his team get this round. It's this round or no round. And he's got a Spectre and Light Shield. That's not the best thing to have going into this round. In a desperate situation, but Grumpy's still playing towards B. And he should hear that jump. Grumpy knows someone's yellow. Sayo's still looking for a kill in mid. TDA still hasn't seen anything. But Raze is going to open the round up by killing the Sova. TDA TP's out after being knifed. And they should know the attack's coming onto B side here. And it's going to be a 5v4 retake into a Viper's pit. TDA is going to walk in it, not try for anything. Grumpy's going to be taken down. Chambers also dropped, so here comes a 1v5 for JK Elliott, and he is down for the count. Make it a 2-9 so far.
9-3 curse on the cards. It looked like a distant dream that was ever fleeting, and they do have a shot at it. That's really all they can hope for at this point. Get that 3rd round and then hope they're able to do one better on their offense.
I just want to talk about one thing though. Satchel Out has had this Raze ult since like round 3.
Yeah, they had the Viper's Pit from like round 3 as well, and they just used it the round prior to the 11th. So don't love using their ult, it seems like, and that is Rosa ult into instant trade by Sova. Actually did do a ton of damage on Saya, but I don't know if they're gonna get the opportunity to take him down, especially with the op. Play a lot more passive.
The Rosa ult just left it into a 4v4, but Viper's gonna get one. Chamber says no, we're not making it even right now. 3v4 on the cards for SC to finish this round off with their advantage. 3 players still toward this A, and the way that SC plays, they are pulling the rotations away towards B. And there you go, 1 drops. JK Elliott with a kill. That's gonna leave 2 players. Reyna up top. She's gonna have to come up big, but she gets darted, so she has to dart away. And they're still playing this slow. Now they're gonna finally get the plant down. 2v4 retake. Can Dark get there? Can they get this round? And Chamber is gonna drop another one. D1 drops. Now it's down to Dark. Seo's gonna peek. Seo's gonna get the op kill, but Elliot's gonna bite the bullet for Seo.
Yeah,
And they still had a Sova on top of that.
Playing swing there, one high, one low. Guarantee that Dark was not gonna be able to do too much more. He got one, but he was never gonna get that transfer.
A 2-10 half. Your offense is gonna have to come up huge here. This pistol means everything if you want to try to come back.
That works.
And TDA with 2 kills. His stat line looks a lot like the stat line on top. Every time he gets a kill, they win the round. He needs to come up huge here for this offense.
All set up.
Yeah, for New York, it's definitely if they don't win it, they'll be force buying in the next, and they'll be force buying for the rest of the game. They've got a good shot. They've got some good positioning early. All 5 stacked towards the A site.
Grumpy gets 1. And Maze amazes me with 1 shorty kill, but Mr. Krabs is gonna peek out, get the kill. Shape Boy is now down a little bit here in HP, but he's gonna plant it for default. Chamber down to next to nothing. Mr. Krabs is gonna play underneath. He's gonna play in hell. Seo's not gonna peek first. Shape Boy looks like he's gonna peek first. Shape Boy drops first. Shape Boy's gonna drop Mr. Krabs, which puts us in a very winnable position for SE. Seo's gonna drop another, and it's looking very bleak. Dark's gonna drop, and then TDA falls as well. And now it's gonna be a 2-11. Very unlikely for the Cards to come back from this one.
Yeah, I mean the retake was pretty much guaranteed in. Once they dropped down and took the player down on a raft, there's Mr. Krabs playing in a very easily pre-aimable position, and I believe he was facing the wall, so he wasn't even going to be able to shoot back at the opponents that were coming towards him, and the other players were pretty low, so it was a very easy retake after that, and 11 secured.
That's a good spot. I'm too far.
I would really love to see what this offense is doing here. Of course, they're pushing B into this jet. Will they check for this jet? Saya's gonna get 1. Okay.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Saya's gonna get 2 towards the B site, and D1's gonna get the trade, but it's a little too late. He's gonna get 2 trades for the price of 2 of his teammates. Dark is super low. Incomplete Sense is gonna shoot the Sova darts. Doesn't deny the plant, but does get the kill on the bomb planter. Reyna's max HP. Dark is at nothing.
1 enemy remaining.
Grumpy's gonna get 1. Shape Boy gets the other. 2-12 is now the store line. And it's kind of looking like a map 3.
Yeah, you can definitely lock it in. It'll take a monumental effort for Seattle Energy, or not Seattle Energy, New York Fortune to battle back. 10 in a row is required, and from what we've seen so far, there's no way.
A gift.
What we've seen so far is no way. But they did win the first map. Maybe they can pull some of that magic out of the first map. And this is their pick. This is the map they wanted to choose here for this game. So they can pull it together. Nice try from Shape Boy to try to go for the kill. The dart's gonna reveal him, but he does have help. Grumpy doesn't go for the shots onto the raise on Belt. And the lurk's coming out, but D1's gonna open up the round for his team. Sova drone comes out. D1 gets 2. He's like, this game's not over yet, boys. Get in my backpack. And Shape Boy's still shooting the thing. Satchel Out's gonna get his kill, first kill this half.
Planted.
Incomplete Sentence does get the flank off and kills Dark. Leaves it into a 2v4 to not lose this game. I mean, to win this game. Incomplete Sentence still pushing up behind. Marshall out for J.K. Elliott. Are they expecting him from top? TDA didn't expect him, and that's going to be one kill. Incomplete Sentence gets found out on the flank, and now it's 3v1. Satchel Out will finish this round with another kill. And now it's a 3-12, one round out of the 10 they need.
First try, unable to succeed for Seattle Energy, but they're getting guns now. That was a bonus for them. So it's a lot more for them to ask. D1 and Satchel, 2 apiece, trying to get the momentum going in their way, but again, like I said, it's a real tough task.
It's still a tough task, but they did get the round they needed, and they can't lose another round, so they got step 1 complete. Win a round. Step 2, win another round. Sale's gonna drop, and that's gonna be a good start to do that.
And Grumpy's 1 HP. How did Grumpy get so low?
Grumpy's down to 26. He almost gets caught out, but it's still 3 people on this site for the defense. Incomplete Sentence is gonna drop. Shape Boy, he's gonna back out. It's gonna be a 3v5 retake for the W. And they're just gonna wait for their Viper. That shock dart almost hits Grumpy. Grumpy's probably breathing very hard right now. J.K. Elliott misses the shots on to Satchel Out. A win opportunity out the window there. TDA pops out, gets 2! He doubles his kills for this game. And now Grumpy's left alone with 26 HP in his spawn, trapped next to stairs. TDA wants his revenge. He doesn't find it. Grumpy gets him, but now they all know he's there.
And he's not long left in this world.
D1 gets another kill. And D1 doesn't get out. As a rifle down.
They should still be able to reinvest perfectly fine into it, but save call might not have been the worst idea on the 3v4 or 3v5 retake, and Grumpy already being one shot. Save the guns, bring him in the next round, and give yourself a decent effort or a decent chance at winning 12-4, or 13-4. But they decided to give it a go, and TDA punished them for it.
But do you think that they win for it because of what's been happening on this map so far? As Shape Boy's gonna go through this tube first. Hold that thought. Shape Boy's gonna. He doesn't find anything. Satchel Out gets another opening kill for this half, and that's just 3 people up kitchen. Incomplete Sentence doesn't see anything, but on the B side of the map, Viper on Violent Crime. And the offense gets a free B site. Sayo's going to get Satchel Out, who stayed on tube a little too long. Grumpy's by himself towards Snowman. But it's a 3v4 retake here. Not very good weapons to work with. But they're going to buy next round, so they need to go for it. Phantom in the hand of Sayo. Sayo still... D1 gets Grumpy, and then Mr. Krabs is going to swing onto Sayo, and Complete Sentence gets 1. Stepping up huge here, but Mr. Krabs is going to drop Incomplete Sentence. And that's going to be 3 straight rounds.
Yeah, maybe starting to build something here. 7 more tries for Seattle here, so this is... and a timeout coming in. This is a perfectly placed timeout. Talk about this gun round. Lock it in 13-5. Don't want them getting too much hope. I think they're still going to have Sao not on the op, which definitely would have been something you like to see lock in that round. Get him the big, it's not the big green, this isn't CS. The most expensive gun in the game, I guess.
Yeah. The operator, yep. I agree. Put the op in Sayo's hands. Sayo's been performing here. But I also think they need to play more passive. It feels like they're disrespecting the opponent. And right now, the opponent is doing what they did to them on offense, which is just win. Nothing more really to say there. Also, very interesting tidbit though, Zach. The Asphodel player that's filling in for SE is 14-9-6.
Dang, that's very impressive. I mean, he was the first overall pick in Asphodel, so it's not out of the question for him to be playing this well, playing well, but to be playing this well, definitely impressive. And maybe they should look to promote him and replace J.K. Elliott.
Oof. But if J.K. Elliott is the IGL, he does have a reason to have very low stats.
This is true. He's also relegated to smokes, which don't expect high fragging outcomes, but I just gotta get a little big on that boy when I can,
Yeah. Seo's gonna dash out. Grumpy's gonna get the opening kill, but TDA's gonna trade out the Grumpy. Shape Boy is still on A. It's a free-for-all on A here. D1's gonna get Shape Boy. Shape Boy's gonna get Satchel out. Seo's gonna get TDA. Mr. Krabs with the refrag there. Incomplete sentence. Gonna get caught out, but D1 does not hit the head. Incomplete sentence is going for the ult to win. And J.K. Elliott, the guy we were just talking about, finishes the game with the kill. 5-13. 13 rounds for SE.
and locks in bind. Seattle starting defense.
New York, Fortune had very good fortune in the first map. Second map, they did not look that great. How do you think they can turn the fortune around and bind?
That is a great question. Given I saw next to nothing of Haven, they look rough, and it'll take a lot for them to bounce back. Especially, the mental may be shattered considering they thought they had something going here on this comeback, and they got shut down before it was really, truly going. And Bind is just a completely different map. They'll be starting on offense. They're already going to be on the back foot theoretically there, given how defensive sided Bind is. So it'll be very, very interesting to see. And I know that's a very cliche thing to say, but it'll be very interesting to see what they're able to do.
It'd be very interesting, but a big thing to note, if TDA is on that chamber, he needs to perform a little bit more too, in my opinion. 5-15 on a character that's supposed to be very impactful doesn't seem like the way to go.
Yeah, I mean everyone has an off game, so I think that's what they're hoping for with TDA, and he'll be able to bounce back on Bind. It is a little bit of an op playground, so if they get it into his hands early on offense, he hopefully can have more impact.
Hopefully he can have more impact, but on the reverse end of that side, Shape Boy, most kills in the map, but not the match MVP. 19 kills and 8. The op heaven might be in favor of the Jet and the Chamber from last map. Seo and Shape Boy, who kind of ran Icebox.
Yeah, they had their way that map. Sile getting the most first bloods in the lobby and cracking open a lot of those slow pushes, or even when he was cracking open the round and they still slowed it down. When you see Sile, you want to devote more resources to that site to prevent them from just getting steamrolled. I think that's what they're trying to play around a lot. And yeah, so his first impact is huge for the team.
Another thing too is J.K. Elliott. He may have picked Viper, but Viper, he went 7-14 on it. You can say he didn't look impressive, but his team just kind of was carrying him. Do you want to see more out of J.K. Elliott or like Grumpy, who the bottom fraggers of their team?
I mean, you always want to see more out of whoever's the bottom performer on the team, especially in close games, because you feel like if that player gets 1 or 2 more kills, like if they had a 6-kill game and they get 8 kills, that game, and it's a 13-11 finish, that game probably swings in your way. They probably lost 1 aim duel too many, and it cost your team the game. So, yeah, TDA, Elliott, Krabs, Grumpy, you want to see all of them step up, and it's easier said than done, obviously. But yeah, that's the easiest way to put it, I guess.
Well, I mean, if you want to talk about stepping up, how about the Asphodel player for SE?
Oh yeah.
that stepped up and kind of performed a little better than expected going into such a Elysium kind of game.
Yeah, definitely posted up some solid numbers for being an Asphodel player and being called up in the middle of the night, pretty much. So yeah, things are looking up. I think someone did someone disconnect from the lobby? Yeah, Yakety? I think we're missing a player, right? Okay.
EDA,
Hoping.
Satchel, and Mr. Krabs all played. We're we're not really missing anything.
Oh, I thought I saw a message in chat saying someone left. Oh, okay.
So what are some of the expected team comps you expect him to go, Zek?
I mean, Bind can really go anywhere. Usually, you want to see that. Usually, you see a chamber. Um, just and a raise, just given their the two best in their roles, and this is very good maps for them. You can really run any initiator on this map. If you run a solo, if you run a breach, you want it to be with an info gatherer like a K or not a KO, a Sova or a Fade. You don't have to. I think a lot of the comps that I've been seeing lately is like a Brim Viper double controller combo with Raze, and then you get like a Flashes on Sky and a Fade or a Sova. I think that's been a very solid combination. Yes, you're lacking in a Sentinel, but with it being already such a defensive sided map, you can still overcome it with the extra map control and information you're able to gather from those the extra controller and the extra initiator. But given that it's Saya, we're probably going to see him on Jet. I don't think he's ever played Raze in TVA, so I can't say to attest to his competency in the agent. And yeah, I just have no clue right now. What are you thinking we're going to see?
I think J.K. Elliott's going to go something a little special for us. He could go the Astra. He did teach the one and only 100 sus, the ways of Astra. But maybe he's going to go the Viper, and one of his teammates is going to go the Brimstone.
Yeah, I'm really any controller on this map is solid. If you run Viper, you do want that backup controller just because the fixed util usage, once you throw that wall, it's there for the round. Once you throw that orb, it's there for the round unless you somehow get close enough to pick it up. So if you do run Viper, you're going to want an Astra. You're going to want one of the other three controllers to back it up. Excuse me.
Yeah, you do want one of the other three controllers, but then, there's always that Breach, Raze, traditional combo. You just, just nice concuss into a nade. But then there's always, you can go like, there's a whole bunch of options. There's even the Yoru Forsaken, pulled out on this map. Just kind of run around on the map with your teammates and just run the game. But I don't really feel like that would be the SE kind of style. I think that would be more of the New York Fortune style. They were playing really kind of fast. The other J.K. Elliott side kind of played very, very slow. I feel like that would be counterintuitive to go Yoru. Because you only get so many TPs in a round. As we just saw Yakity's history up here, and I saw a lot of green, so congrats on winning, Mr. Streamer.
Sorry, I got to mute for like 2 seconds.
No problem, no problem. Oh, that was incomplete sentences? Oh, look at that. He's getting close to plat. We love to see that. Oh, yeah, Kitty. Yeah, that's code red, right? Like, red alert, red alert. Need some help. $9.14. Oof, man. What's the league below Asphodel? I don't know. Maybe Iron. You need to go down there. 9-14. What are you? Losing 13-1? Could be me though. I have lost 13-1 before. Maybe not that bad. Oh, I saw some of your teammates. Ah, my eyes. Going back in stream, clipping that later though. Are you just gonna show your team strats now? Like, what are you doing? Oh, darn it! I was gonna go back to clip that. Am I muted? Like on stream? Muted. We're sitting here on Vine. We're gonna see Aseo insta-lock Raze and Satchel out, sticking true to his name, locking the Raze on. Raze is one of the better Raze's maps. Mr. Crab is hovering breach. Incomplete sentence is looking at the Astra. TDA is gonna. Our streamer's gonna like this, the hover anyway. But instantly turns to the Killjoy. Definitely killing my streamer's joy right now. I can definitely he's kind of crying in my ears right now. Fade is definitely popping off now. A lot of people are picking her, including on Vine. She may not have an ability called Paranoia, but she does do more Paranoia than a freaking Omen would. No Sage cover yet. Killjoy Chamber. That's going to be a lot of Sentinel pressure. D1's going back towards. He went towards the Jet. No Chamber. SC's going to go the Chamber and an Astra. A single Astra controller on SE. Meanwhile, you got the Brim, who's the single controller on the other side. The way that New York Fortune did play their offense last time, it makes sense that they go Brim. It's just you would drop the smokes and you're already in sight. But the Killjoy is what I'm a little curious about. You're attacking first. It's an op heaven map. But TDA also didn't have the best performance on Chamber last game. Maybe you stick to that util from Killjoy, and I like that idea. He doesn't have to be the one that peaks anymore. His turret can. Meanwhile, Sayo seems to know he already wants to be on B. Hitting those jumps. As I say that, he falls to the ground, but...
Looks like he's just vibing right now. Yeah, you probably mentioned it, but JKL is breaking out the fade, and they're going to throw... looking like incomplete sentence on his smoke roll for the third and final map. A little bit of an interesting decision, especially given the importance of this map and getting the season off to the right foot.
New York Fortune already storming into hookah, and you're going to be met by nobody.
Like they are very comfortable playing retake B right now, playing backside, playing deep elbow. Smokes will come down and it's Grumpy. See what you can do, and then we'll play retake after that.
Grumpy gets one. Dark's going to get Grumpy. And that's going to be a 4v4 retake for the defense. But they're all coming from spawn. And this is where Fade can do her magic. She does have one dog out. Sayo peeking out of elbow. Turret. But here's what Killjoy does better than a Chamber. Has a turn on sight for him.
Teleport's
Now they know one is elbow for sure. They're about to peek out here. Elliot may have spotted someone. He spotted no one with it. Dog's gonna go out.
Oh, Dog's not
Doesn't
gonna
find
see
anything.
Jet.
That's bad information. And both's gonna fall over there. But shit, boy with 2! And Astra now left in a 1v2.
One enemy remaining.
Gets 1. But the TDA with his util pulls out the round for his team.
Nano Swarm clutches it up. TDA not even required to shoot his gun there. That was really close. Shape Boy, nice 2 clean headshots off the Headhunter. Pushed into a 2-on-2, but unfortunately gets straight out by D1. And then Incomplete Sense just had too much on the plate.
Shape Boy, he's counting his stars and then selling all his stars. I would love to see maybe 1 or 2 more stars just to try to see if you can get some kills with the stars. But a very passive start for New York Fortune. First time I've seen this in 2 maps. They could have played this style a little bit in map 1, but we were not able to see it due to unfortunate circumstances. As 3 are heading down towards short, they're gonna get D1 with the paranoia from the cat, the dog.
There.
Raze is gonna double satchel in. Kinda risky considering the other team's guns.
Spike planted.
But he's gonna get U-Haul control, which knocks down a Raze versus Raze murder scene here. And Shape Boy misses 1 shot, misses 3 shots. D81's gonna get 2 on the round now. Grumpy right clicks. He gets Mr. Krabs, but that's the only kill that SC will get this round.
Yeah, nice pistol conversion. Get 2 on the board. And we had questions about how they were going to be able to bounce back on Bind for their given they had to start on the harder side. And they're off to a good start. They will go up against the full buy here, so this is where they're really we're gonna see if it's a flash in the pan for their offense.
I know you were AFK for the start, but this Killjoy, way TDA's playing around his util, shows me that maybe he's not as comfortable in the chamber, but he's looking pretty comfortable on this Killjoy.
Killjoy's not a terrible pick on this map. You just, with how much spacing is required, if you get, you get too far away from your alarm bot, you have no idea if anyone's flanking, and if you do get back, there's always a chance that someone slipped by while you were far enough away. So that's why the chamber, I think, is preferred, or even really the cipher is preferred, because that util doesn't go away with time or with spacing.
Grumpy did get the opening kill through smoke. Sale's gonna get 1. Grumpy's gonna get another one from Hookah. That's gonna knock it down to 2 players left. Breach and Killjoy. 1 in Hookah, 1 outside Hookah. Krabs is stuck in a corner. Sale's gonna get the kill. Reveal's gonna know. They now know where TDA is. He's gonna throw a Nano Swarm to try to buy him some space.
Yeah, the Vice is closing pretty quickly, though. He's getting pushed from long, and maybe they go back into Hookah and double push him.
Grumpy
3 for
with
Gumby
3.
there. Nice. Gets the Seekers online too, which is some very big ult that they can bring into play here. Considering that it would be the full buy for the New York Fortune, and it looks like nope, man. I thought that might get invested into, but thinks better of it, being glass cannon.
Grumpy's he's opened every round for his team. Like, he's been the only one that got the kill in that second round. First round he got the opening kill, and then this third round another first blood for him. He is fragging out for his team really hard right now. And this JK Elliott might find a lot of people with this reveal. He's going to get concussed in the process, but I don't know how many he tagged with it, if he tagged any at all. But Incomplete Sentence knows no one showers right now.
Bring them down.
It's a little bit of a false information is D1's just lurking out showers right now.
JK Elliott gets the first one. Incomplete Sense is going to get 1 in showers, which leaves 3 onto the site. Mr. Krabs is going to get Shape Boy. So it's a 2-for-1 trade across the map right now. TDA start, he fakes the plant. JK Elliott gets and Incomplete Sentence, another pair of kills. And Grumpy's going to finish the round. He gets another kill. 4 straight rounds of Grumpy with kills.
Yeah, Satchel out, kind of going in by himself. getting to backside did divert attention, but no one was close enough really on the push that they were able to get any trades, and he was in really an untradeable position being back truck, and then the position of the defense. So probably just a little bit of poor timing, and the round goes in favor of the defense, and that was the full buy. So it's going to be an eco here.
Get out of my way.
Poor timing, but Jet ult does come out, which does give this offensive way into this round if he gets a whole bunch of crazy headshots. Grumpy's going to at least know there's some long. Still no fakes coming out from New York Fortune. I would love to see more of that. But Molly's come out backside. And Seo's going to knock one down. Shapeboy's going to help his teammate out and get another. TDA is now trapped in Guardians, and two are just stuck in hookah and not wanting to do anything. Seo's going to push up. Doesn't find anything. Pulls out the pistol. Right clicks into the TDA. Shapeboy's going to get the other kill. And Dart been in this position so many times and same results, and will fall flawless for the defenders.
Yeah, defense, they're looking like they're building their way into this game right here. The economy is flowing. They should have buys for pretty much the next 4 or 5 rounds, even if they start to lose here. Like you mentioned, the Blade Storm coming online. Yeah, it's great if you're playing against a defensive team that plays aggressive, where they're pushing and you can actually get a shot at a rifle. But the way that SE plays, just sitting back on site, you get a pick. That rifle is nowhere near being acquirable, and that doesn't really benefit any of your team, other than one less number they have to worry about.
Breach ult comes out on A, and that's going to send the entire defense that direction. But they haven't fully pushed on a site just yet, and Incomplete Sentence could hear the runaway from Jet. They're going to invest another ult, Killjoy ult, coming out in this round. And JK Elliott pushed out, trying to fill himself a little bit there. Gets nothing for his troubles.
They're not going to expect this flank. Yeah, not even considering Incomplete a gift.
And now they're pinched. 3 stuck in U-Haul, 1 stuck in pockets. Sale's going to get 1. Incomplete Sentence gets 2. And now it's left in a 2v4. Sale's going to get himself another one. And Grumpy with the final kill. Not looking so good for New York Fortune after the first 2 rounds.
It's unfortunately for New York looking like it was just a flash in the pan. Found a little bit of gold, but not enough to buy some rounds together. Now they're relegated to another eco, and they invested all of their ults that previous 2 rounds. They do have the orbital strike, but unless they get a plant, it's pretty much worthless.
One thing New York Fortune did not do in the first map that we've watched was call a timeout, and now they called a timeout here in a 4-2 after losing 4 straight rounds. I think this is way better than letting the entire half go through and then be down 2-10 at the end of the half.
Yep, this is definitely the perfect time to call a timeout. Dial up in the first 15-20 seconds a strategy for this, how they're going to play this eco out, what site they want to hit, and then the rest of this time is definitely talking over how they're going to be going into their next gun round. See if they can get any forced ults. They could definitely try and force the Breach ult online. I think he's close, or Raze is close. Satchel out would be close to that showstopper, which they probably need to stop the show that Seattle's putting on right now.
The show that Seattle's putting on right now is the 4-0 since the first 2 rounds. And you're going to see a Marshall bot up here, Stinger bot up for Dart. Looks like they're lightly investing into this round. Still to be able to buy next round. But there's still that win condition of Brimstone. Sea's going to peek out long. Going to find nothing so far. But we'll hear the turret get placed.
One little thing, I would have loved to have seen if D1 would bring it off into the next round, but he invested in the Marshall in full armor, so he's not going to have enough unless they pull off this miracle round win. And Shapeboy drops TDA to open up the round. He's going to swing in and get a second. I think it's his own tour de force online there.
I think another problem we're seeing here is these people that peek out long, they don't have help from Hookah, and Shape Boy's looking for an ace now. 3 kills on the round. Seo's gonna get dropped by Mr. Krabs, which now is a retrievable rifle.
Yeah,
And
unfortunately, they're
Grumpy's,
just completely pinched.
they're completely
Grumpy's all out
pinched. They had a
short.
TP out if they needed it with the smoke. Incomplete Sentence gets 1, Incomplete Sentence gets 2. And the Asphodel player is popping off for his team right now. SC might have to just pull him up from Asphodel, looking at what he's doing right now.
Yeah, the way he's playing, it's definitely not out of the question. It would definitely suck for whoever potentially gets dropped. But I think in the same vein, if Asphodel does promote him, and then there's, you know, Asphodel team gets significantly weaker theoretically, and I think Bay wants to bring home 2 this year, so I don't know if he's gonna want to make that move.
That's very true. I did team with Bay briefly, and he wanted to take home the chip with us. Unable to do it with Atlanta Sharks, but he looked like he can do it twice with SE. And Shapeboy's going to open up the round for D1. And that's going to leave it into a very slow New York Fortune offense here. And it's just 4 people, 2 trapped in showers, 2 on short.
Yeah, D1's their impact fragger. He's been the one who takes most first contact for the team, so losing him early, not having him with any entry potential, it's going to be all on to Satchel out, and the way he's been playing right now, the pressure is really on his shoulders, and I don't know how he'll be able to handle it.
Grumpy's going to get a nice flash out into people in showers, but they did know there was a turret there. Dog coming out from Grumpy. He's gonna find Breach. And they still have a showstopper here if they want to try to use it. 30 seconds on the round. They still have not left their spots. Satchel falls. Mr. Krabs is going to get the return frag. TDA swings out, gets dropped. And Dark is on his way to B. And Sale has everything in his util pocket to stop this. He's going to find 1. Doesn't get 2.
10 seconds left.
Can't. He's trying it with no util, but Mr. Krabs is going to get the kill. He's going to try to get the plant, but he stucks it too late. Gets a kill. 3 on the round, and Incomplete Sins is going to finish him off. 6-2 now for SE after starting 0-2, 6 straight rounds. And New York Fortune is slowly losing any hope they have.
Yeah, that is another gun round too that they've dropped. They're gonna, looks like they want to force back into this, maybe tilting a little bit with the buy and how this half has been going, but they're really not putting any pressure anywhere else. They're all 5 sending to one space, and then Seattle sees some pressure and they go, okay, we're 4 stacking the site, and it makes it dang near impossible for New York to even touch the site to attempt to plant.
He gets hit by Breach concuss.
Like, look at it right now. They got some information, and Grumpy's already considering to rotate off towards B. He's playing deep spawn.
Gate Boy gets the first kill into the round, and that's going to be onto the Breach, so no more flashes for the offense. Jet's still lurking out showers, waiting for Incomplete Sentence to overstep, but does he even know he's there? And the 3 people that are playing short, they still have not pushed up. It's been a whole 45 seconds of this round, and they still haven't moved. An Incomplete Sentence is about to shorty this Jet or get...
He might have. I don't think so. Oh, he did.
He did. Grumpy does get Dark though on the actual site itself, but they're not going to get him out of pocket. That Killjoy turn's not going to find Grumpy. 30 seconds left, and they're still not pushing. Grumpy's going to find 1. He's going to find another, second on the round. Now they're going to start heading towards B. The Bird finds nothing, so they know they're going towards B. Bird comes out, hits the flash.
Ooh.
Grumpy gets nothing out of it, but he does get the information.
Si's about ready to stop the show here. I don't even think he's going to need it.
And that should stop the show in itself. And D1 will get the kill, but that should be what's left of the round.
That is 7 in a row now. D1 gets
Four. An ace, and he loses the round. Oh.
Yeah, they're nice exits, but that's all they are. Economy's still really good on Seattle, so they're going to be able to buy in. They don't care about the deaths. They just want that 7th locked in. Anything to make their offensive half much easier.
I've never had an ace and lost. How did you come back from that mentally?
I mean, mentally, you know that you weren't going to win the round, and they were gifts at the end. They were the cherry on top to give you the ace, and you go into the next round. That's really all you can do.
But another thing to note here, both races holding on to these showstoppers as D1 says, okay, I can get kills with this ult. Watch this, and Breach ult comes out here. A lot invested into this round for the offense. They try to get the third. Bomb's coming down, and it's going to be a 5v4 retake. 6 if you count the Killjoy turret, who's watching long. And there's just 3 trapped in CT, and Grumpy has to do a lot from elbow here. He's found nothing yet. Gonna get satcheled out. He's gonna drop. Brimble comes out. Grumpy's gonna find his way out. Fatal is used. Both sides using a lot of util here. Incomplete sentence gets Mr. Krabs. Astra ult comes out from incomplete sentence. 3 kills for D1. 8 kills in a row for him. Grumpy says no more for you and drops him. Do they hear the bomb being
No.
defused? Grumpy gets 1. 4 for Grumpy. And Darks does not get the bomb planter in time. Grumpy, who's had this ult for a long time. These races do not like using their ults, and Satchel Out is not having a great game.
Yeah, D1's doing all he can, but just to touch on that, the showstopper thing, Side's been playing B, and they've really been putting a lot of pressure A, and by the time they end up hitting B, all he needs to do is get a rifle kill to seal the round, so no point in wasting it. And Satchel Out has pretty much been getting shut down right away, so there's really been no opportunity for him to pop it either. It's just really unfortunate. But to note on the last round, nice ult by Incomplete Sentence to wall off Hookah and Long, made it impossible for the offense to know the spike was being defused.
Still, they're playing slow. New York Fortune has not really tried any fast aggression, which allows this race to rotate here. Now it's a 4-man stack site on A, but I do like the faster rotations out of showers from the Jet and Rays. No sound being made. This is one thing that's different from every other round. They keep making noise. That hunt isn't going to get destroyed. So Grumpy now is by himself. He knows it. And here comes the hit.
Showstopper, please.
Whoa.
Nope.
Doesn't get to. Spectre run and gun gets the second kill. Sayo spraying through the wall.
Give him
He
help
does
on the
have a
other
showstopper
solid.
here.
Attacker. Lockdown coming in. That's the clock.
Nipple gets 1. He wants in crate. Satchel out with 2.
With
And
3
that's
on
gonna
the
shut down the
round.
round.
Yeah, that's a great, better late than never to get activated. Get this 3rd round, and they do have a solid shot at 4. Given the comp they brought in, a little bit of a disappointment.
They're both trapped in elbow. Does Incomplete Sentence know it? Doesn't get any, and TDA is going to get another kill to his stat sheet. But a big burn just happens to the offense.
They are perfectly fine with it. They thrifted into this, so they do have the economy to buy back in. Same with Seattle Energy. Actually, Shapeboy might be struggling a little bit. Everyone else will have rifles, though. I don't think they're going to be incredibly broken up about it. Actually, Incomplete Sentence dropping the rifle to Shape. Yeah, he's going to get the short end of the stick.
Hey, when you're the new guy and you're from the Asphodel League, you're going to get the short end of the stick more times than not.
Hey, I can't fault. He's playing pretty well. I would have thought maybe Elliot would have dropped over his rifle, given he's kind of looking like he's struggling right now, but they're still going to be perfectly fine here.
And a little bit of a default towards B here coming out of the offense, but no one towards showers. And the one thing they do know from the every other round is Incomplete Sentence loves pushing up showers. And Raze, I think, is going to try to sniff it out here a little bit. Doesn't see anything right now.
He does not have the boom bot, but he does have the paint shells, and if he throws it in that right corner, incomplete sentence is in a world of hurt.
Incomplete Sentence in the world of hurt without the paint shells. But Shape Boy shoots Mr. Krabs through the wall into the head. TDA is going to get the trade onto JK Elliott, who swings out too far. Shape Boy is going to get another kill to his total. And it's going to be a 3v3 here. Bomb down in Cubby.
Jack has lurked her way up B, and if she doesn't take the TP, Dark could get the bomb, and they could still make a B hit, and that looks like it's both on the cards.
30 seconds left.
That's going to be a B hit, and there comes the Sky ult. They're going to follow it. But Raze might get caught out here. But no one elects to follow the...
They may not think 2 are on B right here. The Seekers only went towards 1. They may not... I mean, they'll expect it pretty quickly here, but D1 for a second had really good positioning.
There's going to get dark. Here comes a showstopper. Shoots into Hookah, gets nothing. Shape Boy with his 3rd kill in the round. And Sayo is just hopping around with these satchels. Bomb being tapped. Satchel... Showstoppers are used for the last round, is what I've learned from these 2 maps.
Yeah, Satchel Out did not do D1 any favors with his positioning right there. Being played, just his position got noted, and then he just played so far back that there was no chance for a trade. And given the gun that D1 had an op, if he didn't hit that first shot, the round was definitely going in favor of SC, and it did. 9-3.
One thing for New York Fortune, there is that 9-3 curse. They can hope for it. You have any thoughts on this 9-3 curse?
Given I guess last map was 10-2, so there was no 9-3 curse. The pistol will decide how I feel about it. If New York wins it, I think it's a possibility. If Seattle takes it, I have my doubts.
Good Satchel out by Satchel out. But he's going to leave his classic behind, so he'll have no shot. He'll have no long-range weaponry for this battle that might be coming towards B. But Seattle Energy doing what they did last map and just play it super slow. Get a little bit of hookah control, back up. Get a little bit of map control, and back up. And Complete Sentence is lurking with Astra, which is something you can do because you do have global smokes. 3 still on B. And here comes... Stars should be coming here anytime soon. And here comes the stars. They start dropping from the sky. D1 gets hit by a bird from the sky. And Sayo through the sky. Does not get a kill. D1 gets JK Elliott, and Sayo will drop by Dart. D1's going to pop out. Gets Grumpy. And everything that fell from the sky did not hit D1. Shape Boy's going to get one. Incomplete Sentence gets another. But D1 finds another kill. TDA jumps out and gets his classic kill.
Yeah,
9-4.
Now I'm gonna say they need to win this round to really sell me on it. They looked like they might be in some trouble given the hookah control that was quickly gained, forcing Satchel out to Satchel out. But when they flipped sights to go A, New York was ready for it, and they had the proper counter util to stall the push and win the round.
Looks like they're going to do the hookah aggression again because it was kind of successful for them. But Satchel out pops out, and Astra had no weapon.
Oh, a ton of damage with the nade. Converts onto Grumpy, and that's a big opener. That is the flash is gone. Yeah, and that's kind of crazy considering the first half he had. He's off to a aggressive peaks right away. Given the way that Seattle played Icebox, we'll see how long he's able to capitalize off of it. It's maybe the real last opportunity.
And SC still hasn't decided to push up here yet. Still 3 towards A from New York Fortune. Smoke comes out towards hookah window. Maybe a little bit of a team misplay to force Satchel out up top. But 3 going through long. And Killjoy's going to pop those mollies. And Satchel's out's going to get his second on the round. Finds out nobody else is hookah. Dark's going to get Seo. TVA through the smoke gets 1. Dark is going to get the other kill onto Shape Boy. 2 kills for Satchel out and 2 kills for Dark.
Yeah, flawless round 2. That's really big for the economy. It should be starting to build up quite nicely. They will be going into this bonus here. And we'll see what kind of damage they're able to do. But they closed the gap to 4. And they're looking pretty solid on their defense.
They are looking kind of decent on their defense.
Right here.
But this is the round. If they pull out here, it gives us a lot of scopium here. SC's playing it kind of slow again towards short. Fade's gonna find nothing. And here comes the Sky. Seo gets the kill. And Seo's gonna try to find one, and U-Haul gets nothing. Duck. And he just pulls out his knife and set. Raise on raise violence happens. Shape Boy gonna get Mr. Krabs from showers. It's a 4v3 here. Defense has the 3. Grumpy's just popping the heal for Shape Boy, but incomplete sentence will fall. So it's a 3v3. PDA doesn't check the corner, and Jake Haley's gonna get the frag for it. D1 come up so huge for his team so far today. And Satchel out still has his satchels. Is he looking to elect? The smoke comes down for D1. Gets nothing. And Satchel out just does not protect his teammate to get it halfway. And Grumpy's gonna finish the round for his team.
Yeah, given the gun that Satchel out had with being a Spectre, it was going to be very, very tough at distance to support his teammate. Very, very valiant effort from D1 to pull off the smoke, defuse it under the nose of 3. But it was a very, very tough task, or tough ask for him.
It really was a tough task, and
Let's make him dance.
And now we've got guns for New York. So this is the round here. If they drop it, it's pretty much over. And we'll see what they do. Wait. Can we get that back up? They have 2 sheriffs that should have been... Oh no, I don't want the sheriff. Nice shot by Satchel, taking Grumpy. He's been having some big openers on this second half so far. Should be able to recover the rifle for Sayo. So that's a very strong remaining forward. No flashes though, which is just a big loss.
but one big thing to note, Breach has pushed out all of Showers, and they know no one is towards Showers. Mr. Krabs peeked out too soon. Jake Kelly is going to punish that. Now it's a 4v4, but Satchel's out's going to peek outside long and get Shape Boy.
And gets himself a
3v4 for the
showstopper.
offense.
And they're pushing into 2 here. It's on to Dark and D1 to win this. And Sayo takes down D1. Dark might just want to drop back, play safe.
He does exactly that. Satchel out. Does have showstopper. But if we learned anything, they don't like going for it until the last round.
Trademark doesn't have line, so we'll see how quickly they expect this flank from Satchel.
They're going to know it now because he just Satchel
Yep.
gets nothing. Incomplete. Dark's going to get the other. Dark's going to check pocket.
Nice.
He does get one. He does have ult.
Nice.
He uses it, but TDA will find J.K. Elliott for the final kill.
CDA should hop on this and finish. Yeah, plenty of time, so no worries. We'll be 2 away from the lockdown off the back of it. Mr. Krabs had a really good opportunity to make the round much, much cleaner, but unfortunately peaks right as the jiggle was done by Incomplete Sentence, and then got traded out by Smelly It.
Yeah, and now it's a 10-6, and this comeback is looking more and more real every second. Satchel Out has really turned it on this defensive half. Were they trying to hold his reins back, or is he playing carefree because he doesn't think they can win it? And Satchel Out is gonna get pushed here. Sayo almost finds him. Nice smoke by his brim to bail him out for the time being. As SC's looking to push this a little faster.
Yeah, and realistically, 4 are here, ready to really get the retake going before it even is needed. JK Elliott already down very low, gonna get regrowth back up. No worries there, just no shields.
Sayo with the first
He eats the Prowler.
JK Elliott gets a second kill for his team this round. It's a 5v3. Jets still towards A. And I think the offense is electing to take this bomb towards A. D1 has a chance to come up huge here.
Yeah, and you only have to fight 2, so it really comes down to timing. Does he think he needs to leave? He's still just jiggling.
30 seconds left.
Just chill. Let them walk into you. You got this.
D1's gonna find it. Gets the headshot, but it's not the Vandal, so it won't finish the chamber. And I think Shape Boy has never been happier to face the Phantom in his life. And now he's gonna be deafened, marked. TDA with a kill on Sayo. Jet still gonna peek out. JK Elliott's gonna get the kill. JK Elliott's down to 22. Dark's gonna run out, die, and TDA 1v4. I haven't seen him lose these before yet, but it's about to start if he can get the first one. And Complete Sentence is the closest person to him. Was in his astral form.
We need to ace clutch this, and it's really, really hard for him to even consider this. Gonna get hit by the Haunt and Complete Sentence with the Frenzy. Yeah, thinking back on it, D1 got the dink and should have just given up sight there and waited for his teammate for the retake, but decided to peek, got taken down. Dark swinging out way too early and putting his boy TDA into a 1-on-4, an impossible clutch given positionings that have already been long established. And now they're on to an eco. And this really should be 12 locked in, 6 on the deck this time. So much less than Icebox, I guess, is the silver lining.
Very true. It is much less than Icebox, but SE going right back to their very passive ways instead of grouping up towards like 5 and pushing somewhere. But will this Astra expect the breach to be pushed up as far as? And Satchel Out is going to Satchel Out and get out. Sayo still has the showstopper. Could be used. But that's going to pull the Brim off of A, which is good timing because Raze is already back towards ready for the A hits. And Brim's just going to stop halfway on the spawn. And here they come. Sayo's about to come in flying like a bird. He has the showstopper to get 1 kill. He's gonna use it. Gonna find D1. He does it. He runs all D1. Dark's gonna get the kill with the stinger. Grumpy's gonna peek out, and he's gonna get both in U-Haul, and that's gonna leave a 2v4 for the defense. But Raze is nowhere to be seen. And Shape Boy's gonna take down TDA and Raze. 16 HP, 4 for every player, and he is now spotted by the trademark. Bird comes out, doesn't find him. Dog hits him, can't hear. Been hit by the bird, and he's just gonna go down to Grumpy with another 3K onto his name.
Yeah, Grumpy's having himself a map, 20 and 8, 5 assists to tag along with that. He's playing incredibly well right here, but again, very interesting decisions from New York. Investing that lockdown with your Raze at 16 HP and a 2-on-4 with no guns, like, that's just a waste, and all they could have used to stall a push or do a retake with actual guns. So they're definitely going to be hurting for that ult to come back.
12-6. Set point for Seattle Energy. 6 rounds is what this defense needs. Less than last time, but Mr. Krabs is going to open it up, and he's going to be knocked down by Shape Boy. That's 2 Ultors, but he's dead now, and now Satchel holding on to this hookah as long as he can. But he has no help long. But he does get help with the smoke. But Grumpy does not care that he gets help with the smoke because he's going to put him down. Incomplete sentence. Lurking out showers here. Will D1 expect this?
No, I absolutely not.
And D1 will fall.
And
that's going to be...
pushes. Oh, he's going to swing it and wins the duel. That should do it.
Incomplete for 3. Incomplete for 3. No, TDA is now in a 1v3. They've been here before. I have seen them lose this time. Bird comes out. They're blinded.
Knife him. That's what Elliot's set up for.
Dog comes out. Everything's hitting TDA. What a shot from TDA, but Shape Boy has the opposite. He's going to finish the round.
A little better timing, and he had a shot at it. It wasn't very good, but yeah, just very interesting decisions on defense costing New York the rebound. Their offense was not horrible, considering the map they were playing on, but yeah, a lot of work in the lab on bind for them, definitely.
Yeah, they have a lot of work to do on bind, but it's not as much as Icebox. Just wish they would have put more rounds together on offense. They seem to get their rounds started early on. They just need to keep the momentum going for later down the line.
Yeah. Very nice bounce back from SE, considering they dropped the first map, 13-11. They definitely battled on it, but this map was never in, or neither map was really ever in question.
Is there anyone you want to see for an interview for SE?
No. You can interview whoever you want. I don't care.
Bring in the owner Bay. He's got 2 victories to his name now. Plus, none of them want to do an interview. I'm also okay with that, too. Maybe. All right. Well, momentarily before we get to this interview. Yes, he can. He can also send a player if he wants, yes. Oh, we get some J.K. Elliott action here.
Ooh, exciting.
4 previous owners in this chat. Let's go.
Oh, what's up? What's up?
What's up, J.K. Elliott? How does the win feel so far today?
Well, honestly, feels great. Feels great. miss this feeling from last season, man. We didn't really get to experience it as much, and it's nice to have a team that's like consistently winning in scrims and doing all this without the drama. It's real good.
Well, one thing to note is how did you guys bounce back from map 1 even though you guys lost 13-11? Pretty close match to turn out the 2-0 the other direction.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like map one was all about jitters. We had a lot of big mistakes. More so like in the middle of the round, we'd maybe accidentally peek a guy or mess a PC. So it's I think just after we cleared that up, we had a good talk in between the games, and we talked about how we played in the scrims. We said basically just that was just jitters. Play like we did in scrims, and we'll be good. And I think that's what happened.
Also, I did notice that, like, how does it feel to know that you don't have to carry your team? You had some low frag games, and are you the IGL? Because if you're the IGL, you're setting your team up for its success, man.
I wouldn't say the team is like a set idea. We all kind of have talks in there. I said a few things. Shayboy said a few things. Obama from the grave wasn't in the game, but he said some things in our heart.
I know you're lying. We all know Obamacare doesn't talk from the heart. He
Wow,
talks from his brain, bro.
big brain IGO.
But you guys did use your timeouts a little bit more, like than the other team. Did you expect them to use more timeouts, or just no timeouts at all?
Yeah, it was definitely something we questioned in the middle of the match. Like when we get these big streaks of rounds, and it feels like they just can't do something. Or no offense, it feels like they can't like get through a certain area or something. It's definitely surprising to see them not want to go for the timeout there.
Any other shout outs or anything you want to give before I let you go, JK?
Shout out myself. Shout out 100 Sus. Um, and shout out Seattle Energy. Votes up.
All right, that's gonna do it for this TVA production. You have any final thoughts, Zach?
Um, no, I was thoroughly impressed with the reverse sweep you guys were able to pull off. Definitely a lot of notes for when we see you in 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. See you there, buddy.
All right, this is all, Yak.
Thanks everyone for coming.